It's game time, we ain't playing with you. It's game time, it's game time, we ain't playing with you. That's how we ball for y'all.
What up, what up, what up, what up? You are rocking with Duvop.
And Jamel.
Yo, thanks for joining us for episode
60,
60. Round of
right.
applause, man. Round of applause. Yo, man. Yo, we've been going for a little while, but a lot of things been going on. You know, a
Definitely.
lot of communities, so it's time to catch up. We're gonna call this looking outside. No, outside looking inside. Yeah, we're gonna or the inside or the outside looking inside. One of the two. I figured it out. But yo, what been going on that everybody been talking about is the inauguration.
Mhm.
Yo, there's a lot of memes going around for the inauguration that was going on. You know, I mean, first of all, Mark Zuckerberg. There's one him looking down Jeff Bezos' girl.
Yeah.
You know, he caught him in a little peek.
Can't keep his eyes off. He kept smiling too, so it was good.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I think he was just surprised that she like wore that outfit because like there was a little bit women talking like, oh, why did she wear that kind of outfit for the inauguration? I mean, I thought hey, you got it, flaunt it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that was a comfortable, sexy, like it looked like lace. You know, she had like a lace bra,
Mhm.
going with the white blazer. Hey, it's a new day and age. I mean, at the end of the day, she probably one of the ones that look alright in there. You know, still feel like feel like she still got the sex appeal and she want to show it off. You know, so yeah, people was commented on that, going in on that.
Yeah.
You know, another one, Elon. Him throwing up. They talking about him throwing up the Nazi symbol
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, it looked weird. Everybody agrees that it looked a little awkward or weird, but that's just Elon sometimes when he's very excited and going through it. So I don't think that he's really for that moment to use and just throw up a Nazi symbol. And it's just the way he was showing like my heart. He
Yeah.
throwing my heart. Like he just looked weird when he had did it. But the internet, they're gonna compare it to this and that. They're gonna compare it to other sides, and then they're gonna assume that he's probably down with all that. But everybody knows, like he don't even need to comment. He just showed multiple of everybody doing that, but it's just doing it in a different way. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. It seemed like he got like taken over in the moment and he was just moving.
Yeah.
But also, I didn't even know in Germany, if you do that sign, they lock you up for like 2 years.
Oh wow,
It
wow.
was like just for that. That's the most craziest thing, man. Being out there in Germany and doing that. And
Oh
being like, and then
man.
they like, come with me, sir.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Nah. But they take that very seriously. And a
I'm
lot of people were definitely looking at it and was like, nah, wondering what they were getting themselves into. Be
I'm
like, yeah.
I mean, that is a symbol that you should take seriously,
Hmm.
because it definitely, Hitler is another different animal,
Yeah.
So no, I don't think, like, why, it's like, why would you think in that type of moment he will use his platform to do that? Yeah, come on, he wouldn't. He just did it awkward, he just, you know, and he's like giving you my heart. So, he
Hmm.
just was very excited, I don't gotta he goes on them rockets, he was on a rocket, yo. But everybody gonna talk about it, at the end of the day, we'll see. We'll see what it these 4 years come down to. And also still to show Milani, Milani. Oh man, Trump say Milani. Wait, Milani. Yo, to me, she had the MJ. She had the smooth criminal outfit
Hmm.
on. That black and white with the hat, black and then the white around it. She had the smooth criminal outfit on. Uh, but yeah, that was definitely she was looking good too. Was ready to congratulate Trump for the whole being now he's in the White House. He's back being our president. So it's something that everybody, certain people wasn't the way when the voters went out and expressed their opinions and he won.
Yeah.
So that's just something that everybody has to deal with and it is what it is right now. and we got to look forward to him looking out for everybody and trying to do the right thing. On every sides of both sides of the field. Uh, but I mean, hey, I ain't gonna lie, yo, Trump went there the first day he got to work.
Definitely, he signed a bunch of stuff.
He got to work, and that's what we want to see, right off the bat. Agree or disagree. The one that stuck out to me, where he's about to release the JFK and the Martin Luther King, you know, assassinate file.
Hmm.
They even said it's all overdue, it's well overdue. People have been waiting to hear the whole full story and see what these documents are about because everybody has their own conspiracy theory. So
Hmm.
now he's gonna release it. You know, um, also stuck out to me with now whoever gets to be on child support when it comes to your kids, that's the person who's gonna be filing the taxes for.
That's the only thing they saying. That one's a rumor though.
You think that's rumor?
Yeah, they
Mm,
saying someone made that up, and
mhm,
he didn't think it's gonna get that much clout.
mhm.
And like now that everybody's been taking over, he like, nah,
You
I
gonna
just
run with it?
it's like
I thought it
it's
was real.
like
I was like, what? That
it's
how
like
they
yeah.
do that?
I've been looking for it all over the place. They don't say it nowhere. I'm like, nah, that's not real.
Nah, but the one that's real now, the men and women, that's the best real.
Yes, there's
You
only
know,
gonna
that
be two genders
only two
realized.
genders. That's a big thing, but I think that's just it's a sensitive subject, because
Very.
everybody was, it was different genders going around, but I mean, they were giving too many. It was going crazy at one point. It was just so many that they were creating, but I mean, that's how we all started in the world was men and women, regardless. But everybody still has their own rights. You know what I mean? However you feel, you be with who you want to be with. You can still do whatever you want to do. It's not against the law, right? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you want to be with that person, you feel like you want to be. Hey, do what you want to do. It's your life. You got one life. You only one life. You live it. You don't just because they made a law saying now it's men and women. What does that mean? That don't mean anything. Be whatever you want to be. But stay your ass out the women's bathroom, man. If that's different. That's different. Um, you and then also what the we talked about up here on not transgender fighting in the regular league. We were bigly talked about that, and that was a big thing. So
Oh
now
yeah, that should be yeah.
So we talked about that, and so that changed. So now hey, if you got your own sport, you start your own sport. Why not start your own sport, right?
Actually, I think they have like I think they started it outside where they started playing like that.
Hmm.
But I the recognizing the schools and stuff like that, I'm still not sure.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, start your own sport. You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta join? I mean, hey, if you're a man and you're a woman and you want to be in women's sport, nah, just be transgender sport. Just start your own sport. There's nothing wrong with that. There's definitely nothing wrong with that. You know. Um. Yeah. So that stuff stuck out to me. Also the immigration border. He was got right to it again.
Yeah, I'll be back on him.
And telling Mexico to build the border. So they supposed to close the border. Um. But people are worried. People are worried about this one. I did see something that a little bit got a little worried too when I looked at the Mississippi where they start almost. I think they're gonna pass a bill that would basically, if you're a bounty hunter, they're putting $1,000 on each immigrant that you end up leading them to capture to being deported.
Hmm.
Um, I think that's just crazy. I
Yeah.
think you know what I mean because at the end of the day, if you're a bounty hunter, you only did like a class for like 48 hours just to sign up and just come down. My opinion, I think you should leave this to professionals. So leave it to the ISIS, leave it to the people who actually study these type of things instead of getting the public involved because then that just opens up the door for harassment.
I
You
was
know what
about
I
to
mean?
say because that's gonna open up the door for everybody to come in. A bounty hunter, basically. So everybody gonna be out there running out there. The 48 hours I
Shit,
can take this test
$1,000 for
and
one
get paid.
person? Come on, man. You round up 5 people in a day. That's 5,000 a day. That's insane. And but that See, I don't think the public can handle that. You know what I mean? Everybody headed to Mississippi right now. You know, like you know what I'm saying? Because like, all right, if you're gonna have that type of in law or empowerment, then what is the other law where somebody accuses somebody of being a legal immigrant, but they're not? Do you go to jail? Do you get fined? They got to, like it got to be something else when it comes to that because you can't just be like, oh, I think you're a legal immigrant. I'm calling whoever, and then nothing, and you harassing you, going probably to your door and following you around. Like, oh no, you're not supposed to be here. Come on, man.
Mhm.
I think leave it to the professionals when it comes to that. Leave it to the professional.
Yeah.
Like because that's just crazy. But and then I hate when that stuff happens in certain states, and then one of the state want to try to do on it. Nah, please, that's not. That's gonna get out of hand. You don't even want that. You know what I'm saying. You don't even want the headache
The
because
domino effect.
yeah,
Because
because somebody.
basically, what's gonna happen is that if it start working in one state, the
Hmm.
next one's gonna pick it up and be like, yeah, and then it's gonna be all over.
Exactly, and then somebody gonna get hurt because you can't be harassing somebody. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've been in this country for 20, 30 years. You talking about you illegal? Like,
Uh,
you give me your documents. Like what? Get out my face. Like get out. So that like like you don't have the credentials of really doing that type of job. I don't think so. So that's gonna be wild. So I think they just chill out on that one. But like I said, anybody who does a crime in this in America and you're a legal immigrant, then that deserve to be deported. That's what you should be focusing on. People who are actually doing crimes and not being grateful with being in our country.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, but Trump, he kept going. He kept going. So that Trump and Elon, he was happy to hear when Trump was talking about, yeah, we're going to Mars. We are going to Mars. So he was really excited about that. But I think it was cool when Elon was saying, how it'd be cool to, be America and plant flags on Mars. That's something it's inspiring for the next generation to come to show that we can actually achieve that type of thing. And I talk about all the rockets and all that stuff, and other companies, Jeff Bezos with his blue, Toyota, so many companies still ahead of just trying to build their rockets and go on to the next planet,
Hmm.
plant the flag, but also in that whole inauguration, know what else stuck out to me?
What?
Yo, Joe Biden pardoned his family. He pardoned his family, but also while he pardoned Dr. Fauci, he's the person that told us when COVID-19 was going on, told us to take all the boosters and all those
Yeah,
shots.
get the boosters, wear the mask, some stuff.
Oh man, I'm like, why are you getting pardoned? Do you think that was illegal? What you was telling her? You feel like that was against the law that you was telling everybody take these shots, take these boosters, and wear these masks
To
uh,
stay inside.
and stay inside, or you think you should be reliable, or that's a criminal act, or you was just doing your job? Like these are what the health industry do. Like sometimes they set you up to get this, get that, but really at the end of the day, it doesn't even help you. So that's a bigger industry. But I was like, why are you gonna pardon him? Like, damn, nobody shouldn't have been taking them shots, man. Should have been taking them shots, boy. Getting them extra boosters and all that stuff, man. But people knew about it. People knew about it, But they saying, damn, well, should have Joe Biden should have pardoned his damn self because I feel like Trump might even come after him, because
Uh,
how you gonna pardon your family but not yourself? He's like, oh, you should have pardoned yourself.
I think he's safe from what you call it for Trump, because Trump is really. I don't think he really want to look too far back on what the things he's doing. He's more moving forward right about now. He had a lot of things that he had in play that
Yeah.
he's like on his day one.
Mhm,
All the stuff he had trying that he was trying to get back in 2020,
mhm.
he got it right back. Now he's working right back on that. He moving forward.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
all, and he knows that all he
Uh,
has to do with everything that Joe Biden does is
uh,
just sign a pen and he can get rid of it. So
Yeah, I mean, he got a lot of work to do. You know, like at the end of the day, you promised a lot of people things, and now you have to try to, get this done. So he was signing away. He was signing away. Um, Another thing, TikTok. I talked about it early. How how Trump is a fan of TikTok.
yes,
And then all of a sudden everybody was talking about how Trump was a fan of TikTok, and everybody caught on to that, and then he even said, I like TikTok, so it was surprised that TikTok went down on Saturday, that Saturday, it was surprised, but it was and people was going crazy. Like people calling 911, like teenagers that said a reporter calling 911. How you call 911 on TikTok?
but
But
they said the 19th, not the
yeah,
18th.
so they went crazy. Like, I was like, wow, they wasting 911 time, but surprisingly, it was back Sunday. It was back the next day. Um, the rumors there, people talking about, well, Trump shut it down for the day just so he can look like the hero to come back and put it back. Uh, I mean, I don't know, because maybe that was like a little show, but and then the next day he goes, he get inducted in inauguration to the Wales. So, but I don't know, and then I heard another rumor. People's like, oh well, that was like a pause, like it was somebody transferring over. But I don't think nobody bought it yet. I don't think nobody bought it yet. I know
No,
Mr. Beast was trying to get it. Mr. Beast is ready. You
Mr.
know,
Beast, Mac Mill.
Mac, you know, stop
Feel
it.
like there was a couple people trying to
Yeah,
get it.
I know. You my guy,
I
yeah,
don't know.
you know,
Matter
um,
of fact, Snoop should have
Snoop,
went for that. That,
hey,
that
actually
would have been
Snoop.
another
I
good
mean, cause
adventure.
that type of thing, I think you need a bunch of people to partnership.
Like, yeah, that
You
would have been a
you know what I
nice
mean? Cause
adventure for Snoop. Feel
that's
like, yeah.
that's big money, boy. Them
hmm
billions, them are billions. But to be said, I got it in cash. And then also people was talking about Mark Zuckerberg. They're saying he might want it or he owns it or whatever, some bull because they were showing some stuff. But we don't know. I don't know. I don't know who but I know somebody else in the U.S. has to take it. And then they were talking about Elon. Elon. It was like, oh, Elon, won't you buy it? Elon can buy it, but I don't know. I don't know. Is that like a social media monopoly?
Nah, because someone else has the other one.
Nah,
So as
yeah.
long,
Mark
yeah,
Zuckerberg got
yeah.
he got Instagram and Facebook, and they got WhatsApp. So like
hmm
they all,
As
you
long
know,
as Mark Zuckerberg don't have them all, then
it all.
then it's a monopoly.
You're
Then
right.
it's just one, and it might as well just be one. Then.
Yeah, but but yeah, TikTok is back. But damn, but the real big hustle on TikTok, I'm like, I should have got. I was damn. I would have bought me. You know what I'm saying? People were selling their TikTok their phone just because it has the TikTok app. Because
hmm
once you deleted TikTok, you cannot bring it back because it's still not responsive in any store, any of the app store.
hmm
So people was the highest or the newest Apple was 16 that people were selling it for damn near $25,000. You
Yeah.
know,
Well, that's the only thing. If you got an old phone that you broke or cracked, you might as
yeah,
well go take that, replace the screen,
mm,
go replace the screen, and just
bring
sell that right back.
yeah, yeah,
Because you ain't gonna use that old phone no more. And you know it's sitting in your drawer, and you know you had TikTok on it back then.
yeah,
So
and that's the beautiful thing. Even they buying older models just because it has TikTok. People didn't realize that TikTok is a big business at the end of the day because people make like hundreds thousand dollars on TikTok a month. Even the lady was like, "Oh yeah, I make 35,000 on TikTok." So if you by accident disappear that app and you was making that type of money, man, you gonna purchase that. You gonna purchase another iPhone with TikTok for $10,000 on
mhm.
there.
if you
Uh,
deleted it, yeah.
yeah, shoot, I'm talking about Capcan. Capcan got me, but it's all good. Look at these other providers. They need to bring all this stuff back. I don't understand what's the problem now. What are we doing here now?
Oh,
You
because
know,
what happened is that they banned it, like they said,
Mhm.
and but Trump made no Trump delayed it for like 75 days. So now it's under investigation to see if they're
Yeah,
really going to keep it or not. That's one of the
yeah.
thing he did sign. Cause
Well, I
like
mean, he's waiting for somebody to buy it. I think
no,
somebody.
no, it's under investigation. Yeah, it's
Well, I
part of
mean,
his thing. So yeah, he
because
got it
he's gonna.
delayed
Mm,
for right now for 75 days. So
I
we
thought it was
have
more than that, like 90s. But they got.
yeah, it
I know it
might
got.
be.
I
Cause
know it's
yeah,
delayed, but yeah. I
So
seen him
right
sign
now it's gonna
something.
be under investigation, and until then,
Mm-hmm.
if everything clears by
Mm,
then we may have it fully back in the stores and stuff.
yeah.
So make this money while you can,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if it come
But
back,
like I said, people who rely on it and they by accident deleted it, they got no choice. I'm gonna put 10,000 because I make 25,000 a month. You
hmm
know, yeah. So it is. I need, they need it. So it's definitely a market right now, and people doing their hustle. What we always say, can't knock the hustle.
yeah,
Can't knock the hustle. So yeah, any phones to TikTok, put it on eBay. You do
hmm
what you can do. Um, but staying on all this inauguration and Trump thing, I seen a guy named Doug Ford. Yo, he is not happy with Donald Trump right now. Obviously, I forget what he's Canada. Was the
I'm
mayor?
about to say you got to at least let them know where it's
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
You
He's
just
like
can't just
Canada. What is
randomly
like
drop a name, Doug.
Doug? What is he? The mayor? Is he the mayor?
I don't even know what he's like.
I don't know, but he's something important. In
Definitely,
Canada,
yeah.
definitely important in Canada because he's definitely pissed off Trump because that guy is going crazy. He's going crazy. I played a clip what he actually said. You know, that would caught my eye. I'm like, what?
We will go to the extent of cutting off their energy, going down to Michigan, going down to New York State, and over to Wisconsin. I don't want this to happen, but my number one job is to protect Ontarians and Canadians as a whole, since we're the largest province. We will.
So for him to say, hey, for the because he was saying flying that's happening across the border, he believes that it's going to affect Canada and Ontario. So I mean, what they said if President Trump signs that on what February 1st, he's not playing. He
hmm
said you're not gonna cut us out because they're like the number one in Canada. So he was saying that I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. I'm gonna get your energy supply. I'm like, how the hell? I didn't even know they got the power like that. But if he's saying it, he definitely got the power.
hmm
Michigan, New York. I'm like, oh, hold on now. Hold on. So he playing with fire, man. I'm like, well, leave that man alone. Then he was talking about he's gonna take off the all U.S. Liquor off the shelf of Canada. Because he said, yo, it's gonna hurt you. Because we're the number one best supplier. So you want to do something that affects you because I ain't gonna lie, yo, Trump, you bugging, man. You acting crazy. You talking about you want to make Canada the 51st state. That's disrespectful on them. You know what I'm saying? Because
Cause it's a comp.
that's a whole. So you disrespecting them, but he knows he was like, I don't know if he's kidding or not, because he even, Doug, he was like, I don't know if he's kidding or joking or not. But he said, I'm gonna take you serious. I'm gonna take you serious when you say these things. So hopefully they can work that issue out because ain't nobody trying to cut no electric off. Like that's please, you just got in there. You don't want the drama. You know what I mean? You don't even want that drama. That's gonna look bad. You know what I'm saying? You get in office, the next month we ain't got no electricity. Like, come on, they want you to do bad. So still, keep the peace. Yeah, that's all we trying to do out here. You're the leader, you're the world leader now. So what we trying to do is keep the peace. Just keep the peace out
But that'd be interesting, cause you got Elon working on the energy thing too. So unless he already
here.
has the backup plan already in set, because Trumpy
Yeah.
actually he do be ahead sometimes. I can actually say that he actually do be planning ahead for like the things he do, so
Mm.
that he can be like he not just bluffing. He be like, yeah, I'm serious about what I'm gonna do, and he do it. So I can give him that most credit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Eh,
if he says he's trying to do, he's always going to try to do it. Or like you say, yeah, he was probably thinking ahead. But I don't think Elon got enough to light. I mean, he got the Starlink. We always talk about that. Damn, the whole electric. I mean, hey, we'll see, we'll
mhm.
see. Or just don't. I don't want to see. 'Cause actually, I do want to see. So keep the electric on. I want to see. you know, So I was like, all right, so yeah, that probably why. I was like, why? Always feel like Drake doesn't. Drake do not like. I was figuring like, what's going on with that? I can see. Okay, now I kind of understand it now a little bit. But talking about Canada, that's everybody was talking about Drake. We about his battling with the Universal Music Group. You know, he said he dropped the one in New York, the lawsuit. But he has the other one going. But Universal's not backing down. You know, Universal's not backing down. They actually was trying to get it thrown out. You know, trying to get it thrown out. Uh, because they just saying, yo, he don't got enough evidence. You know, he don't got enough evidence to prove his case. So hey, it's kind of hard to go against, you know, your whole your company that basically signs you and puts you on and just writes your checks. You know, at the end of the day, you gotta have some real evidence. So, but I mean, he's Drake said he's not backing down. He's still going through it. I mean, what I'm seeing, people talking crazy. You know, people just saying, you know, how you gonna still sue in a rap battle. But I mean, it's deeper than that. But I mean, it's just not looking good. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see what's the next move. You know, what's the next move after this goes on, and how's it gonna benefit Drake, or what's his next move on trying to just uh run a separate company or something? You know, because it's not looking too good with that Universal.
But no, but what he's trying to prove is, yeah, what they're saying is, like really simple. Because what he's trying to prove is that the bots and everything. But in order to prove something like that, he's gonna have to have an inside person.
You're gonna have to have Spotify. You're gonna have to. You talking about this fake? You're gonna have to, like you said, you're gonna need somebody inside.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's the part where he might be running into the trouble. Like, 'cause remember, he's like, I just want the names of the people who did it. He's like, he was asking them, and so like, he wasn't like, I'm telling you, I know who did
Yeah,
it. So what he's
I
trying
mean,
to prove is hard because we
yeah,
all understand that he understands the system that they have and how they promote their music and how they get it out there.
yeah.
And so he knows that. So he's like, they use that against me this time. So
And they want to see all the money they put against him. You know, like how much money you put towards that record to make it keep going. You
mhm.
know, to keep going. But and they say because you know it was against me. So, but I mean, and it's like there's always two sides of the story. It's like it's a rap battle. You was saying some stuff. He was saying some stuff. It's just what he says is gonna stick. You know, like
uh,
that's just the you know he made a good song. But yeah, it's still going down as a damn. It's going to be one of the best songs that as a diss record because he just makes it worse. Yeah, he's making it worse.
mhm.
You know, you can't even leave it alone. It's not even. But I think he's kind of just you know he don't want that to ring off at the Super Bowl. You know, that's what just probably that's probably where it got out of hand. He probably did something to try to stop it, and it was like, no, take us to court.
That
You
makes
know, it's
sense.
like when somebody you ask them to do something because that's you know I'm gonna sue you. You know, I
Mhm.
asked you to do something for me and you don't want to do it, so all right, now I'm gonna sue you. You know, I want to prove it. And he's like, all right, well they gonna like prove it, then prove it. So that's
But
where it's at.
even for that, because like I think Charlamagne made like the best point.
Mm-hmm.
Like for it, it's like they were both in a rap battle. They both said things about each other,
Yeah,
and that was just part of the industry, and they knew what they were getting themselves into, and like they both signed
yeah.
off.
I
And like
told
he
you.
did that. The only
Hey,
person that had like the fame and everything that had it would be the people outside of the rap battle. Like you said, like the wife when he said all those things about her
mm-hmm.
is different than because she wasn't like I'm a rapper and I'm in the rap battle. She didn't speak on anything, so it's different.
Yeah, she's
It's-
an innocent bystander.
yeah,
It has
it's like
nothing
that's
to
the
do
only
with
person that
anything.
like really had something. But for
Uh,
him to try and block the for the Super Bowl,
mhm.
that go back to like the freedom of speech,
Yeah,
and it's not
it's
like
already
it's yeah, it's out there
It's
already.
already yeah, there. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a song.
It
That's the
wouldn't
thing
be
about
like
music. You know, when you make a little jingle or something,
uh-huh.
it's a song now. You
It's a
know,
song.
it's out there. It's over. Like
Yeah.
you can't stop a song, and
No.
especially if it's a good one. So
Mhm.
you know, it's a good catchy song. You can't stop it. Only thing you can do is what? What about music, Drake? I
Yeah.
know you got your little situation now with the battle, but without music, if you're a better artist, show them that you're a better artist. And you put out your music. You understand whatever you want to work out with the music industry because the music industry is probably funny right now. But you got your hits. Keep them tucked when it's ready. Load the clip, shoot it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, so like that's how shit goes away. You know, that's just how it goes.
Yeah. And
So
the only time I actually seen a song go away was the Jacquees when he made that the song for the when he covered the song and turned it into his own. I
He
forgot
does
the
that a
name.
lot, man.
Yeah, but the
Can't
like the
use him.
copyright and everything, and it
Yeah.
got too big. And they're like, "Nah,
And
we got to shut it down." And they took it down.
well, yeah,
they
because
they
he
took it
damn
off
near
the internet.
because when
They
he be taking his whole song, like,
yeah,
you
but
know,
they're
he
like
be
they
like,
shut it down. They took it off the internet. You can't
yeah,
find it nowhere. And I
that's
was like, wow, they can do that.
yeah. If you because you don't clear that type of song, you don't clear anything. Then
hmm
there's the rights to figure it out and take it down.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
copyright. It was the only way. It was like, yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
but
Oh,
that's the thing. He didn't have no copyrights to any of the things he was saying. So it's like it's
well,
hard for what he trying to do.
yeah. But another person looked like he inspired Chris Brown. 'Cause Chris
hmm
Brown was like, "Yo, I'm suing Warner Brothers," because the documentary they put out against him a while back, and they basically feel like his defamation of his character. Damn, how much he suing for? I think it was 500 million. I think it was something like that. And they was like, "Oh, well, why so much?" Because damn near it blocks your credibility when you're going to talk to these companies and trying to make more money and close these deals.
hmm
They were looking at you crazy if you got a documentary out talking about you did this to a person, you raped this person, you did all.
Yeah.
So but and then they have no evidence. So you had no evidence when you put these documentary out. So see how that goes. You see how that goes. But we talked briefly about that another documentary, but it got to stay allegedly, man. You can't you can't kind of accuse nobody and you got no evidence. And the bad part about it, the documentary that you put out, the person who was accusing, they withdrew everything, so you get no credibility of that because they withdrew everything the whole lawsuit. So but hey, it's inspiring other artists. It looks like to
hmm
stick up, to these companies and some things they feel like is yeah, he's not right, not right. Some
Yeah.
things are not right.
Yeah. But on good news for Chris, he released a visual song, no, a
Mhm.
visual video to his song Residual.
Yeah.
And he actually includes in the beginning part he includes
Mhm.
a lot of the crowd and like throughout the video. So
Mhm.
you might end up seeing yourself in the video and singing along because he got a couple of people in there just singing along, and you can
Mhm.
really see how the music has touched everybody with the song and everything.
Oh, he's definitely our Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to say it, but like that's that Chris Brown, his consistency, his delivery, his worth ethic, his persistence. Like Chris Brown's definitely been doing it and doing it at a higher level. Especially what selling on Africa like over 24 hours. Like so you can tell he's still a global phenomenal artist and still giving us great music.
Definitely, yeah.
Great music. He's still giving it to us as a great music, like person to look up to when it comes to these type of songs that you want to last. So, he has another one with that one. Definitely
hmm
has another one
Yeah, and I didn't know he only got one Grammy.
because of his situation,
Yeah,
man.
I was
It
like,
ain't
that's
that.
crazy.
Well, you know how the Grammys is
Yeah.
sometimes. That's not that don't even count as music. It's politics behind that because you have it's like a board. People
Yeah.
vote in your music and it's who you know and whatever. So it's politics behind that one.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
Brown's always gonna be a good artist because he got a bunch of hits
Mhm.
every time. Um, he's consistent, put out good music.
Yeah.
You know,
He don't flop, so that's good. It's like, yeah.
he put out too much music. He's an overachiever. Nah, he's a hard worker, yo. Oh, and then
Mhm.
he can kill you with the dance move.
And
So
then
he's
the
gonna put on a
tours,
show.
yeah.
He's gonna put on a show. So he's definitely one of the artists that will still put on a show. Uh, dope, yeah. So yeah. But another artist looks like who was into some trouble. And now he just said, "Yo, you know what? I'm gonna fight it." You're talking about ASAP Rocky.
Mhm.
He declined to 6 months. Now he's actually facing 24 years. But he got a hell of a team behind him. I think it was what said one of Trump's lawyers was representing him. Also one of the lawyers was part of the Menendez brothers
Okay.
announcing him. Yeah, so he got a team behind him. So that's probably why he was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna take 6 months if I got this type of team behind me. We gonna go to trial. We gonna fight it out. We gonna fight it out." Um, so I mean, they said it was looking at the video, it was like a whole altercation that was going on. He said it was self defense. people will try to attack him or whatever. They still have to figure out if whoever shot the person, but he's saying he didn't do it, so it's like why should I go to jail or even do a little time and if I didn't do it,
Hmm.
so that's he's fighting that right now in L.A. So everybody's talking about that. Uh, but they were like, oh, would you took the 6 months?
Uh, well, it depends
Mm,
how bad it looks,
yeah.
and if because being that I'm a celebrity and everything, if
Uh-huh.
the it's like, are they gonna try and pin this on me, being that I'm on such a high platform?
Mm,
And what else do I stand to lose?
mm,
So all those things all together, I would have to count those. It's like if it'd be safer to do the 6 months, I probably would, but I would have to like know for a certain that I'm gonna get off because
mm.
the
Yeah.
trade off.
So the only thing to worry right now is it's like the jury because they was doing a little bit jury selection. Just it's kind of hard to pick a jury when you're a celebrity. They gotta like not be biased of who you are as an artist, and also they can't favor you as an artist. So they kind of picked. Damn, what was it like three 7 people? So I think it was like or damn, it was like 3 women. Was it with like three of probably it was like even it out. I think it was 4 women, three guys but the something like that, But the thing that stood out was talking about, oh, but there was no black juror on there, So I was like, oh, hmm. So sometimes it's like you're leaving you're putting your hands into these people to really not be biased, but then don't be discriminate of who you are and don't try to prejudge you.
Mhm.
So but you got a hell of a lawyers, but they got to prove, and they're gonna do their job, and then the other prosecute, they got to prove if you did it. So you know, it- this is going on in trial, and we're gonna see the outcome. But even I think they can't give you 24 years anyway. I don't know why they be jumping up those charges. That's too crazy. 24 years.
Yeah,
Come on,
six
man.
months.
From six, yeah, you go from 6 months, 24 years. Too crazy. You know. But let's get into some new music. So new music. What I seen was the Sexy Red and Bruno Mars, man. The Fat, Juicy and Wet, man. The
Mhm.
Fat, Juicy and Wet. So people talking about that the song, But I'm like, it's Sexy Red. What do you want from her? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, uh, that's what she's going for. She's not gonna be lyrics. Like, I mean, you go, you trying to
What?
play, you trying to go to Sexy Red for some like lyrical. That's not what she does. But it's a fun song. It looked like Bruno Mars having fun. Looked like he was
Mm.
having some fun out there. The video was crazy. I like the video. Video like shot a little different. For her to have, Sexy Red and what you want. Like but I felt like it was kind of almost trying to catch one of those Bruno Mars and Carly B. But I'm not gonna compare that because that song was out of here. But we'll see how the fans react to this. See if it catches on. I like the video. Cool.
I feel like both. I gotta say this time. I like
Um,
both though,
yeah,
the
you was
video
rocking
and the
with the Fat
song.
Juicy and Wet.
Yeah.
Hey, hey.
It's like I was hoping that Bruno had more of a part into it too.
Mm,
But even though he had the whole chorus and everything like he did, yeah,
mm,
similar to the very how you up with Cardi B. Yeah.
no, he killed that. But he didn't sing this one. He was doing his Brazilian rap thing.
Yeah. With the visual
Yeah.
and the out of the video with the mop,
uh,
the bubbles and everything.
yeah. Nah,
It's like,
I like
yeah.
the video was cool. The video was definitely cool. Uh, I mean, not for me, but women wise, but
Mhm.
I
No.
see women playing it in the strip club, having fun.
Oh no,
That's
I definitely know because I was playing it,
yeah.
listening to it,
Or
and
you
my
was at
friend was sitting
you was
next to me.
throwing them strippers and
No, no, no. My friend was sitting
twerking.
with it, and she started automatically. As
Oh,
soon as
she
she
going
started hit,
crazy.
I was like, "So it's good." I was like, "It's good. Don't worry."
Yeah, no, it's what like if the women is shaking their ass to it
Hmm.
and start playing and hey, get your money, Sexy Red. Do you think?
And that's definitely, that's Bruno's style. If
Hmm.
he can get you moving, dancing, and get the girls happy, then it's a win.
Yeah, nah, hey, I don't, no, no, it's, when Bruno get into that type of bag, and when he gets his fun personality, and yeah, he makes great songs when he gets that, like, but I wish he was singing a little bit more, but I understand that you didn't want to take over the track like that. He really
Hmm.
wanted the a sexy red song,
Yeah.
so it's not his song.
Yeah, he's actually very good at that. I gotta
Hmm.
say that.
Hmm.
He don't come on to people's songs and like steal the spotlight.
Yeah, he
It,
adds towards it. He
yeah.
brings it towards it because
Hmm.
he kills it with the chorus.
It's like, yeah, he knows that he can do something real
uh,
simple and have still a big effect.
mm-hmm. You don't even have to. Yeah, he's talented. It's crazy with
Yeah.
his vocals and stuff. So yeah, yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, go check out that sexy red. Then I guess Bruno Mars, Fat, Juicy, and Wet. Um, to get a little, I keep it to the streets a little bit. So I'm gonna go with my man Meek. Yeah. No, Menace Bleak. Menace Bleak, man. He been dropping some songs lately, but this one stuck out to everybody with called Three Kings. Featuring Benny Butcher. So they had a nice little collaboration, but people was talking about, Menace Bleak is well, Jay's writing for Mick Bleak. He's like ghostwriting from him. Like, damn, that's a compliment at the end of the day. That just shows you because I ain't really never heard too many bad verses from Jay. So that just shows you like people paying attention to what he's saying and how he's delivering it, especially with his track record of making songs. Mick Bleak's always been a problem, especially for Rockefeller, who's rock. That was Jay Z right hand man. So
Hmm.
but that was he's still talking the street joint. If you want to you know pay attention to what he's doing and what he's been doing, you know, um, and Bleak ain't go nowhere. At the end of the day, he still can do whatever you want to do and drink his bottle of Douce. Jay gave him that, so he ran with that Douce. So that was definitely hard advertising in the video. I seen that it was going crazy. But yeah, nice street track. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. So definitely check out that Three Kings. You know what I mean? Uh let's get in some movies. And checking
Mhm.
I always be on my Netflix binge, my Netflix and chill. But Back in Action is what is going back in action. Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. Probably saying her name wrong, but yeah, she got a flashback from being the Charlie Angels. That's why I felt like she was getting into her groove, But it's a cool movie on Netflix to watch, and then especially when after Jamie Foxx been after all that stuff going on, for him to come back and they did the collaboration. I don't know if he did it before or when that happened, or the whole situation, but we talked about it. But I like the movie. It's none of those spy type movies. Good the way they directed and shot it. Different scenes was crazy, action, and also comedy and action. For them actually being parents now, us being spies, and they fast forward and now they're parents and they kind of just living a simple life and they want to just keep everything under the control, but then the kids don't know nothing about what they used to be. But then they went out and one night he had to track the daughter down. They got into the club, and the spy kicked in, so they was
Came back.
it kicked in, and they was whooping ass left and right. And you know how that is when you do something spectacular in the world, and everybody got the cameras out. It went viral.
Mhm.
So the people who they was hiding from for all these years, they came back and they found them. And then the story goes on. So I don't want to give the whole thing, but it's a good storyline. So I liked it. I liked it. So
Mhm.
definitely recommend that. Go check that one out.
Yeah.
Back
I,
in action.
yeah. I actually love that one because in reality they put a whole lot into a very short, like hour and 40 minutes like time period.
Hmm.
They did a whole pre, a middle, and
Hmm.
to the end. It was like everything, and then the way they told it and had the whole family dynamic was really big. And they put their family first. They made sure it was most important,
Hmm.
and then the connect. And they were like down to earth, normal people who were just spies.
And I think that's just because when you train like that, you
Yeah.
know, you got to be normal, you know,
Mhm.
so you got to be down to earth.
It's like this wasn't a whole like Mission Impossible. We're gonna do a whole bunch of crazy things to
No,
make it like super dead. No, this like you can see normal people
they said I
be like,
retired.
yeah. It was like, oh, and the way they were like excited about the things that like that made them relive their old life. They were
Yeah,
like, wow.
he's like, they missed it. He's like,
They're
yeah,
like, yeah, this is
I
like,
missed that.
it's
Like,
like
you
I
know,
miss when these things used to happen like this on a regular.
but it was funny when they was like, "Oh, want to go back and do what we do upstairs," you know,
Yeah.
like that. They was going, you know, it was like, "Hey, you want to go upstairs?" And then all of a sudden, it was the kids like, "Yeah, let's go upstairs." And then they went there, they was fighting. They was,
Yeah.
she was
They
punching
put
it.
on Teddy Pendergrass, and the kids thought they were getting it
You know,
on,
yeah,
and they
what's
were
wrong with
just
yours
fighting.
upstairs? They was just fighting. So, you know, I guess when you train the way you say train your spy, you know, you train different ways, but you get the aggression out. But yeah, that was funny. It was funny.
Yeah. And the happiness of the couple was like the biggest part through the
Mhm.
whole movie.
Mm. Yeah, you know, that was the whole. They was trying to protect their kids, you know, at the end of the day, 'cause now they know it's bigger than them.
Mhm.
So that was the whole reason probably why they stopped. You know, she
Yeah.
got pregnant, so
He's like, we
they
can't
had to
do
start
this.
kids. Yeah, we can't be running around doing this no more. I don't know how they survived the beginning. I was like, damn, they
She said she got thighs of steel.
yeah,
The clank.
yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, so go check that out on Netflix. Also want to shout out to Mike Epps. You know, Mike Epps, he always the show Upshaw. That's really crazy. You know, Epps, he's right. Part 6 right now.
Hmm.
Um, yo, the way he brings the comedy in is like a new comedy. You know, he has a gay son. And then things always going wrong because of him, because he's always, you know how he is. He's hilarious. So but then, you know, the wife's always mad at him, and then they always arguing. Then they also have like the wife's sister. She always don't they don't get along. So it's a bunch of comedy in there. But I like how they put that together and still like keep it going. You know, it never dies out with his comedy trying to implement the new comedy, you know, and so I just definitely check that joint out. That joint's hilarious. You know, it's hilarious. So I definitely like how he's stepping in and being more in his own show, you know, because he's a funny, you know, comedy. So for him to have a show now, and I think it's pretty successful right now on Netflix because
Hmm.
it's hilarious. And then he's bringing different actors we haven't seen in a while. Definitely dope. Definitely dope. So definitely check that joint out. You know, Upshaw. You know. Yeah, some technology, man. Let's get some technology. Yo, we actually did some technology today.
Yeah.
You know, let's give a little free one. So shout out to Sandbox and that Sandbox VR. You know,
Yeah.
that joint is definitely dope. It just started when I was, you know, we went there check that out because got a birthday coming up. You know, shout out to actually happy birthday. You know,
Yeah.
not
Because it's
even
time now.
yeah, like she got a round, give us a round of applause. Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, happy birthday to
Hmm.
Jamel. You know what I'm saying? Birthday nephew. You
Thank you.
dig?
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
know, we good to be here and living, you know. Shout out
Right.
to you. We all, you know. That's what I'm saying. Everybody go through things, but it's always good to keep being alive and looking forward to having a great future and still give it all you got, man. You know, give it all you got. The
Right.
song just came in my head. You gotta give it all you got. The song came in my head. Don't steal that either. I don't want to hear y'all like turn around like, oh damn. Anyways, all right. But yeah, so that was dope. Yeah, so that virtual reality, put the headgear on,
Hmm.
felt looked at your hands, and you was we did the dead. What is it? Dead something? I forget it was called, but the new joint, that dead joint. But I looked at it.
It
I
was
looked
like Deadwood,
Deadwood
Purgatory.
something.
Or
I don't know.
yeah.
We ain't gonna try, but don't worry. That joint is dope. That joint is fire.
Hmm.
The new one. Just check it out on Sandbox on VR. Joint with the zombies, yo. Looked at Neff over there. I was like, oh, this guy all suited and booty, got the whole suit on and
It's
over
like I like
there.
you got the same thing on too. He had to look
Yo,
down and look.
I
I
was
was
like,
like, oh,
yo, what? I got this on. Yeah, so that was crazy, you know. But that yo, you gotta be you gotta be ready. You know,
hmm,
you know you gotta really check your heart rate, take your breath.
oh
You
yeah, we
know,
was sweating.
we was sweating. Yo.
I done fell down a couple of times.
We don't bumped in each other, and you
They're
know they
like,
got
yeah,
that on there in the video, so they give you a video at the end. But yeah, you know,
yeah,
bumped into each other a little bit because you forget you in the, you know, like it just gets real when it real
uh-huh,
intense. You know, especially shooting, man. Or
yeah,
you had to duck down, you know, so had to move over.
yeah,
It was slapping at us. We had to, like, you know, dodge
like,
them
yeah,
big ass monster. And then we had tried to save these guys. They want us to actually save somebody while
wait,
we shoot, while they was coming at us.
no, no, no,
And
no.
they want us to save him, talking about shoot to save. Well, what you want to do? I gotta get these out, my
It's
you
like, no.
know, gotta get these zombies out my way for me to try to save. Well, you know, we did save one.
We only got one out of
We
three. It's
got
like,
one out of three. I'll be back. I might come back there
yeah,
again. We gotta practice that again. But yeah,
nah,
and that joint was crazy. That joint was crazy. But thinking about what all the stuff that we talk about in technology,
hmm
um, for that to, I would say, the 5 years, you know, I could see if they improve that and bring that to real homes on a reasonable price. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be insane. Yeah, so Trump, talking about Trump, he announced about the open AI, so with the SoftBank, Oracle, they're on construction of $500 billion AI project called Stargate. They basically saying they already have $100 billion already, from the 500 billion. But Elon saying, he calling it cap. He's like, no, that's cap. He's like, they don't got it. They don't got it. But you know how you don't get along with OpenAI sometimes. So he always got his own strong opinion. But then the CEO, they had an interview with the CEO of Microsoft. He was saying, well, I got my 80 billion. I got my 80 billion on AI. So, so they definitely big money, big money. We knew how that's the next. They're trying to just build a whole world when it comes to that. So you take 500 billion they're trying to raise, or basically get all, and then put that into AI, because they know AI is getting so powerful and advanced, and it's going to be a race. It's like they know China already is kind of ahead of everything when it comes to this. They're like the number one when it comes to AI. They're easily ahead of us right now. So it's time for us to catch up. And the only way we're gonna catch up is to really go forward and go into it. You know, so that's one of the biggest moves that they're doing with AI. And hey, and I already been talking about AI is powerful, and look at that. That's how powerful you want to get when you invest in 500 billion.
mhm.
Like, and then he was like, "Oh, throw in the trillion because at Dubai." He was like, "When they upped it to do a trillion." Like, damn, nigga, what y'all playing with?
No,
God
no, that's
damn.
gonna be too powerful.
He's like, yeah, Dubai, they like us. I told him, man, it's up at the trillion. He gonna do it the trillion. So it's it's big money when it comes to that. And they all trying to help us. So I'm like, all right, yo, let's see how we gonna do it. Let's see how we gonna get it. The AI, they say it's gonna open up jobs and things like that. We're gonna see about the world. This is what they're planning, and that's what they're trying to do when it comes to that 5 year plan they always talk about.
Yeah, but that's gonna be different though. Giving Trump power like that with an AI that he's creating on his term,
Mhm.
is like that may give him like a back door for like the rest of for the rest of his life. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. That's damn near a lot of money. That I don't know if that going how long is that going to take to build, or what is that going to, because
Mhm.
Dubai, they already was wanted to build their own AI and all that stuff. So yeah, it's going to be powerful. It's definitely going to be powerful. We're going to see what comes out of this, and if it's just going to look like a whole bunch of robots.
Oh no, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy, man. To have a whole city looking like that on AI'd out, yikes! It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna see what that is. That's the future talk. It's that future talk. Um, Also, I seen where it said Japan, man. Japan, they did like a half man and a half
Animal.
animal.
Yeah.
Yo, that was crazy.
Splicing.
That was crazy. And I feel like people already kind of doing different things already when it comes to that experiment, but they say they still got to stick to some type of protocol when it comes to that. They can't just be out here making a human animal.
hmm
And,
It's
so
not legal now.
yeah, it's not illegal. You
But
can't
they
even,
got permission. So
yeah,
yeah.
so but yeah, I seen. I was like, oh man, people already getting start weird creations and try to put things together. So we'll see how that works out and kind of experiment people are using.
So we're gonna be in a age where we have people with cybernetics because of the Neuralink and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and we're gonna have an age with people with like animal traits and stuff.
Oh
It's
man,
like
freaky, freaky. That's some
mhm.
freaky, freaky again. You know,
It's gonna be like the
it's
Batman
gonna be
Beyond
some freaky,
series.
freaky. Oh man, it's gonna be weird. What is gonna come in 10 years? I can't see. Um, and then sticking with AI, I forgot. Kanye West. Because that song that I liked, the 530.
hmm
He made a little weird AI with that one. I get the It's just because you never seen Muppet or Black and White too. Never seen Muppets get Botox, so it was
hmm
the faces will
Plastic
look
surgery
plastic.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
so it looks kind of weird the way he did it, but I'm sure that's over our heads. Like it's deeper thoughts the way he made that. Like I want to hear them talk about it because I don't really hear him talk anything about it. I want him to say what was the concept behind this and what made you think because but it had to do with looks. It definitely had to do with looks and how they feel. But it was just I still like the song. He was like but it's just funny how he decided to use AI for that video and play around with it. You know,
Yep, and the style of the video. But
yeah.
that's a Kanye thing.
Hmm.
Kanye likes to put things out there that's gonna get people like grab their attention.
Yeah. But that definitely grabbed my attention. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
It's like
Getting
remember.
Botox and then walking around. I mean, it was creative. It was like it was definitely creative. So I don't know if somebody was behind it, but I would just like him to just talk a little more about it. But I like how they changed the little part at the end too. Him and Ty Dolla Sign. They adjusted that and it made it more clear and then said with some words and was killing it. It made it more clear for the whole song to even be better because it was hot already. Even with the mumbles and all that. But for them to put back and go in and clear it
Mhm.
and hear more, I was like, oh, that shit's dope work. He just turned it up on that.
Yeah.
Still dope. Still listen to that. Still dope.
Mhm. But you gotta remember what they put the little clip that they put back in the day with
Mm,
Kanye and JC.
mm,
It's like nobody knows what it means, but
mm.
it's provocative. It
Yeah,
gets the
right.
people
It'll
going.
keep it going, right?
That's about it.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, that's dope. I mean, definitely
Uh-huh.
check it out if you haven't checked it out. Check it out. 530 video AI. All right. I knew other artists is gonna start playing with it because I know T Pain did a little something there on AI too. But yeah, I could see other artists when we talked about it when it came to that video, Sora. So people are definitely tapping in and playing around with it, see what it
hmm
likes. So that was dope. I seen that. But let's get my favorite subject. Motivation.
Right.
Motivation. I need a motivation. Which one is quick and straight to the point? Sorry. Ask for help. Reveals your wisdom. Not your weakness. I was like, okay. You think about that. That always is never wrong to ask for help. Especially if you need help with something. It's
hmm
not showing you're weak. It's showing that okay, you're smart enough to know. Let me ask for help.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
you know, like obviously you can't do everything yourself. So, but when you need things that you might need your help, is ask for it. That's definitely helps you grow and helps you be even smarter and keep you going. You know, and so even if you start it and start doing it and building it and everything, get it going, and then things that you don't know about it, just ask for help, and then don't think you're weak on that. Don't be thinking you're weak. You actually smart doing that because you trying to get ahead.
Right.
That's what I heard when I got that. Well, that's about it, man. So that was an interesting episode 60, man.
Right.
Episode 60. Round of applause again. You know, definitely happy birthday to you again.
Thank you.
And for everybody celebrating the birthday too, happy birthday. So yeah, but in the meantime, between times, you've been rocking with Doo Wop.
And Jamel.
See you the next time. Peace.
I love it. You guys are so great.